If you thought that DICE is out of their crazy ideas and that we're not gonna see anything outstanding before the next game comes out, well, you are wrong. Because today we're gonna be taking a look at the brand new gadget for the Scout class, allowing you to basically fly a pigeon. I'm actually wondering if YouTube will demonetize this video for the animal abuse after I say that I fly a pigeon. To give you an example of how the YouTube demonetization bot is actually broken, my face reveal video got demonetized twice because I said one word describing part of the body that starts with A and has 3 letters. You probably know what I'm talking about if you watched that video, but let's get into the actual topic. The new gadget for the Scout class called the Pigeon, which is basically a pigeon with the camera, allows you to be a pigeon in the game. And you couldn't do that before. We only had the artillery strike, so-called the Pigeon strike in the assault tanks, but other than that, you couldn't be an actual pigeon. You could play the War Pigeons game mode, you could see the pigeons, shoot them, but you couldn't be inside them. Or be them, to be more precise. I'm sorry for making fun of this, but at the beginning of Battlefield 1's life cycle, I thought to myself that if we had drones in previous games allowing us to fly and spot enemies, maybe DICE will allow us to be a pigeon in the game, and they actually did that. A year later, but they came through, they added it into the game. Alright, so how does this work? How do you fly a pigeon? How do you pilot the pigeon? It's quite simple actually. You press the button where you assign the pigeon, it is one of your gadgets obviously, and you become the pigeon. You have to remember though that you leave yourself exposed on the ground, so preferably you should hide somewhere where you won't get instantly killed while being in the air. You get the full control over the bird, although you can't go up and down, so it's not possible to fly into the enemies. You can fly around, you can turn, you can go forward, you can turn around and go backwards, but you cannot adjust the height of your flight. You can spot enemies while being in the pigeon, and that's pretty much what this thing is designed for. You can't fly it forever though, because after some time the pigeon will get tired and it will basically disappear. I've tested it, I did not get taken out by someone, it just disappeared. Dead. No, but in all seriousness though guys, you are not able to fly this thing forever. After some time, you just get back to your character on the ground. However, if you decide to leave it earlier and go back to your character on the ground before you run out of time in the pigeon, you are able to do it, there is no problem, you just press E as if you were leaving the vehicle, and your pigeon will stay up in the air, circling around until the time runs out. During that time, it will be passively spotting enemies for you. Quick side note, quite important, you cannot come back to the pigeon once you leave it, so that means you will have to resupply it from either ammo bag or ammo pouch and just deploy a new one. Also, quick side note number 2, which isn't really that quick, but you have to know this, DICE did not officially confirm it to be the part of Apocalypse DLC. So there are 2 options. They are either testing it in the CTE now to add it later to the game or just test it out, same as with the AA rocket gun, which was in the build that was with Turning Tides, but finally it didn't come to the game with that DLC and instead it is coming to the game with the Apocalypse expansion pack. And the option number 2, they might actually decide to add this gadget for all Battlefield 1 players, not only for the DLC owners, because as I've already mentioned, it is not listed as the part of the DLC on the official website, so it might either be added in the February update, or maybe they'll just implement it to the game at the later date. Personally, I'm quite sure it is not only for the CTE testing, considering that the previous build that we got to play on during the last weekend was actually the February update and the Pigeon was still there. But those are only my speculations at this point. If you don't know, I am not a game changer, I am not associated with EA, so I don't have any exclusive information. I know the same amount of things as you guys do, so everything I'm telling you is from the official sources, it's either Reddit or the official Battlefield 1 website, and that's it. No exclusives, no secrets. Some people say that DICE is thinking about adding it or not adding it into the actual game because they think that the gadget is too powerful. I'm not really sure about it, I haven't really seen such statement from DICE officially, maybe there was something like this, I haven't came across it, but personally, I think that it wouldn't be a problem. We had things such as MAV in previous games, which basically allowed us to fly around the whole map, spot enemies, and it didn't die because of some stupid timer. You could fly it as long as you could stay up in the air, and everything was fine. Although I do have to agree that shooting the Pigeon down is a bit harder, considering that it flies faster and it's a lot smaller than the MAV, but it is still easy to do it. I've seen people shoot down Pigeons in CTE multiple times, they've managed to do it with either LMGs or sniper rifles or even shotguns, so it's really not that big of a deal. Especially considering the fact that when someone flies in the Pigeon above you, you can constantly see it spotted on the minimap. It's quite weird to see it actually, because it just flies around so fast that it literally looks like someone is using a speed hack, but it's just a Pigeon. Anyway guys, that would be it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what do you think about this new gadget, do you like flying Pigeon, do you not like it, or maybe you haven't had a chance to try it out, but you would want to see it in the vanilla game. Write down the comment, and as always, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I see you on the battlefield.